What's going on, everybody? Deacon here, and yes, I've been gone for a couple of weeks. I've still been able to record content, record videos, but because of my schedule and things that were going on, I wasn't able to edit them. Because like 2 weeks ago, I got sick, and then some personnel changes on my job happened, so then we had to step up and cover certain hours, so work schedule was crazy, and just quite a few things were going on. But just wanted to give you all an update. No, I did not quit YouTube. You know, I'm still, like I said, it's a hobby, just something I enjoy doing. And trust me, when it's time for me to just wrap this up and just like I'm done and sell all my equipment, I will let you all know. Speaking of equipment, what you're seeing right now, you probably notice the background is blurred more than usual, and I don't have my usual setup. Right now I'm recording on my A6500 with using a 16mm f1.4 lens that I purchased, and I really like this lens. I did some research and saw some other YouTubers with it. I like it. And I'm also using an Aputure AL M9 light. I'm using that too because it was two previous videos I did where I had this similar setup. You could see me, but you couldn't really see me, or I wasn't as bright as I liked, so I needed another light. So then that way, this gives me more flexibility that if I want to record videos in other places, or I want to vlog, or whatever the case may be, I can. So if I don't have my regular setup up and ready to go, I have something that I can do a video, you know, quickly, be able to edit it, and then just move on from there. Then the final thing I want to talk about is give my non-opinion about the whole Kanye West, you know, things that just been going on. Because I made a video about it previously, but like I said, I couldn't edit it. But that was before I saw the interviews. Like I watched 3 interviews. I watched an hour of the interview that Kanye West had with Charlemagne, and then after about an hour, my mind started drifting. I'm thinking about bills I need to pay, other stuff I need to do, and that's when I was like, all right, I need to cut this interview off because my mind is someplace else. Then the second interview I watched was the one with T.I. on the Breakfast Club, where he talked about how the album Ye vs. the People came about, asking Kanye about some of his tweets, and you know, just having some dialogue, trying to find out where Kanye's head was at. And that was interesting, you know, finding out, you know, some more of the backstory of why Kanye tweeted out what he tweeted out, and you know, how much he actually agrees with and believes in, you know, him supporting President Trump, you know, whatever the case may be. That was interesting. And then the last one, of course, the TMZ one, I saw just the small clip, then I actually was seeing a little clip of what he said about the 400 years. After 400 years, you know, that sounds like a choice. I might be misquoting it, but you know, but I'm not gonna talk about that because like a lady already mentioned, and I agree with her, she said, you know, I can't cancel Kanye because I've never been subscribed. And that's my mindset as well. You know, to me, Kanye just says Kanye things, does Kanye things. Now, I know in previous albums and things that he spoke about in the past, people want the old Kanye back, but people grow, people evolve, people, you know, have different, you know, avenues and routes they want to take to reach their goal. I'm like, just let Kanye do what he wants to do, because see, for me personally, I don't put, even though I know celebrities, athletes, people who have these platforms, they can reach a lot of people, they influence a lot of people. I'm not one of these people who are influenced by them. Sure, they can make comments that I agree with, they can make comments I disagree with, they can say some very, you know, say some things that are nuggets of wisdom that, you know, I can look at, apply to my life. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, when you kind of have an idea of how somebody is, you just kind of like run with that. But that's not why I said my non-opinion about what Kanye West had to say. What intrigued me was what other people, especially those of African descent in America, had to say. And there's a lot of people, and Kanye said this, there's a lot of people that agree with what he said and broke down what he said. Even though I'm the type of person, you have to let somebody say what they mean and mean what they say, and you let them come out and say what they actually meant, which I think he did through Twitter, trying to explain what he was talking about and the mental aspect of it and being a mental slave and whatnot. But seeing so many people's commentary about what he said, whether they canceled him, whether they agreed with him, but those who agreed with him translating what he said, those Kanye translators, it intrigued me because it started to let me see things that I was kind of aware of. I don't talk about it a lot on this channel. For those who've been subscribed for quite some time, you know I did a video a while ago, it was titled like Deacon, you know, why your head is in the sand, black man, or whatnot. I'll link it for anyone who's interested in seeing it. It reminded me of a conversation I had with someone. Now, I've had conversations with a lot of people, like things that I share with you all on this channel, and you know, the thoughts and things that I do. It's a lot more, but I don't bog y'all down or bore y'all with a lot of that stuff, because sometimes I feel like you can overthink some things sometimes. I'm mentioning this without getting too far off track. There's certain people within the black community that feel a certain way, and what Kanye has said, and other people like Candace Owens and many others, I'm starting to see people now come out and say things or share things. And like I said, these are people of African descent, you know, Americans, saying how they feel about certain things, about the victim mentality, you know, white supremacy, you know, all this other stuff like that, that they're like, hey, we need to stop whining, stop complaining about this, get over it and move forward, you know, like to not forget the past, but not live in the past. And just some other things, but this is not what I'm going to turn this video into. This video is basically just to let you know I didn't quit YouTube, where I was and what was going on. So I'm going to end that there, and I'm just going to end this video just by saying, if you like the video, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe, because as of the recording of this video, I'm less than 20 subscribers away from 1K. Now, as I've said many times, and I still hold to this, I'm not chasing subscribers, but I will. That is a nice accomplishment, and it would allow me to get monetization back, if I'm being honest. If I'm being completely honest, even though I still need to hit the 4,000 hours of watch time or whatever case it is. Whatever. For those who have been subscribed for a long time, I appreciate the support. For those who are newly subscribed, I also appreciate your support as well. You know, I want to continue to grow, spread positivity, because that's really what I'm about. You know, I try not to be about divisiveness, but I try to be about unity, but I try to do it in a way that not only that you, the viewer, thinks, but also I take the time and think about what I'm going to say and how I'm going to ask it before I do. Because unlike some people, and there's not shots at Kanye, but because this goes for a lot of people, I try to be responsible and accountable for what I put out there in the public, because you have to be aware of the audience and the people that you're talking to, especially if you're in a place of influence. And I don't have a platform nowhere near some of these other YouTubers, celebrities, and people have, but I know some people do look at me and, you know, are interested in my opinions about certain things. So I try to actually sit down and think about what I'm gonna say before I say it. But that's it, rambled long enough. I appreciate everyone who sat through this video. So as always, be wise, and until I see you all next time, have a great day. Oh, before I forget, this is Cinco de Mayo. This is my youngest daughter, Courtney's birthday. She turned 8 today. So if you want to wish her a happy birthday in the comments, feel free to, and I'll be sure to show it to her. All right, that's it. Have a good one.